Valley Club. Marvel Strike Force has been around for over 7 years, and despite its age, it's actually a really good time to start playing the game right now as a new player or coming back as a returning player. Over the past few months, there's been some pretty major changes. In this video, we're going to review all the major ones so that if you're returning or starting, you can decide if you want to pick this game up. And if you're ready for it, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it! Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having an excellent day. We are back in studio. We were away for the past couple weeks, came back yesterday, and today there is a blog on the Marvel Strike Force website all about the new player and returning player experience. So I did want to review this blog and put out kind of a guide if you are returning or as a new player. And if you get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Marvel Strike Force video goes up on this channel. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos every single week on this channel. But let's go on to the website for the blog post. Welcome back to a whole new Marvel Strike Force. So yeah, if you are returning, there's been some pretty major changes to Marvel Strike Force. And if you're a new player, they did add some things that make the new player experience very, very good. Had a few friends start some other accounts and they said, yeah, it's a very good experience. They're having a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do that just because of time. You know, sometimes I even have a hard time running my main account, let alone starting a second account. But it is a great time if you do want to start one. Welcome back to a whole new Marvel Strike Force. Yeah, there have been some pretty big changes over the past few months. Now it's a great time to jump back into Marvel Strike Force, completely revamp the game experience, making it simpler, more rewarding, and most of all, more fun. I would agree with that. There are some downsides, but overall, I think the game has gotten better over the past few months for new, returning, and veteran players, in my opinion. This blog will explain what has changed to help you get the most out of the new structure and share tips on how to get back into the action quickly. So the big thing that has changed is chapters. And I guess this is something that they've had for a while. Ever since the Age of Apocalypse, has sort of had these chapters. The Age of Apocalypse was clearly defined. With Mephisto's, they sort of had that, but it wasn't really stated or clearly defined. Age of X, they did have that Professor X, but it was kind of confusing. People were kind of confused, but now I think they've gotten it right with the Age of Annihilus, which is the current age that we're in right now. Divide up content into clear narrative-driven 3-month chapter arcs. So each chapter is in that whole age. So there's about one age per year, and there's about 4 chapters per age. So about 3 months per age. So that's where these chapters are coming from. Each with clear goals, progression unlocked, no more complex month-long events. You can access them all from the new command center. Go there for daily objectives and your milestones guide to the progress. So this has been a big change. I did want it to go further, and I think they will go further with this to get all the events, all the milestones, everything to this command center. But this is a big improvement from what we had before. We go in the game right now, this command center, this Harbinger finale. This is kind of the last few days. This is what has replaced these month-long milestone events, these command center events. So if we look at these objectives, we're supposed to have daily objectives, but there's a bug on them. Weekly objectives there, and then objectives for the entire season. So this is for the whole 32 days. And then our weekly objectives, we have just some daily objectives for the weekly objectives, and the stuff that we have to do for the entire week. And I think it's pretty clearly separated. What are the free-to-play milestones that everyone should be pushing for, and then which milestones are premium, which is mainly for the spenders there. So normally these right here that have these kind of orbs here, accursed diamond orb fragments. They've been doing that for the past few teams. The Thunderbolts they did that with as well. I'm assuming they're going to do that same thing for the Fantastic Four from the MCU. But these are the paid milestones. The rest of these are the ones that you should be shooting for. So I do think that it's gotten a lot simpler. What I was hoping they would do is all the milestones going to the command center. A lot of them went there. We still have our alliance milestones here and some events in this milestone section, but hopefully all of them go to command center, making things even more simpler. I do like simplification of the game because it is a game. It's a mobile game that we should be having fun with. And I guess for myself, if it's a little too complicated, I'm like, I'm not ready for this complication. I just want to have some fun, have some quick fun. Sometimes I do want that complicated strategic play, but most of the time I'm just looking for quick fun battles, and I think that's what I'm getting in Marvel Strike Force right now. Now, if you are a new player, the legendary system, we get free legendaries for now. This is our first one that we've had in Quasar, but if you're a returning player, that is big because all these legendary characters you'd have to pay for. Some of them you were able to unlock with just some really engaged free-to-play grinding, but a lot of them we would have to get some of the latest characters for, or jump through scourges, jump through a bunch of hoops for. Now, you can unlock one legendary character per chapter for free just by playing the game each day. No, really, it is that easy, and it looks like we're getting red stars from that as well. Actually, you do have to do some scourge type events to get the red stars for Quasar, and I think that's how it's going to be for the next few legendaries, but free. That is a huge change. All the stars are free. Just go to Command Center, complete your objectives. You can now unlock 3 new teams per chapter through daily play and a new centralized store. Read the details. That is the Intel store that has all the latest and greatest characters. And then we have a new supply store. We're going to get into that later, but the stores are changed to make them a lot more simpler. And one of the big problems that they solved was having all these outdated currency from stores that have not been updated in a while. They did solve that a little bit. There's still some bugs that they need to work out, and some kinks they need to work out a bit, but their initial solution, I do like what they did, but they do need to make some catch-up mechanics for newer mid-game players, getting more of the supply credits. Not the newest stuff, but some of the stuff for some of the legacy things that we have. Chapter 1 Legend is Quasar, and even though Chapter 1 is almost done, we are in the final phase of Chapter 1. We've added a ton of ways to help you get caught up in the Quasar fun. You want to skip right through the chip, scroll down. We're gonna look at that after. So the chapter store, simpler and more rewarding. Every chapter now comes with its own unified currency and dedicated store in it. So in this chapter right now, it's the Intel store. And what this means for you can unlock almost all the content in each chapter just by playing. Now, one problem with this is they have some of the latest gear tiers that you need for the latest Dark Dimension. So one of the ways that you unlock big characters, these big bads, is by this game mode Dark Dimension. Recently, they've also added a thing called Professor X Saga. So these sagas / Dark Dimension are ways that you get some of the best characters in the game. But to get into those exclusive events, you do need to have certain gear tiers for characters. And the latest gear tier is in that Intel store right now, which means that you could either get the latest gear or you could get the latest characters. That is something that you choose. But this is a game of resource management, so you could choose how you want to manage your resources there. So now you can unlock almost all the content in each chapter just by playing, and now you can earn and spend almost every item, shard, and progression resource in one place however you want. So for chapter 1, this is what it's going to look like. We are currently in chapter 1, so we have the Intel store right now. It's called the Intel store, where you can play daily to earn intel, and you're earning this from a lot of different places, not necessarily your Blitz battles, but your war battles, Crucible battles, a lot of different places you're earning intel. You spend it any way you want. You could get character shards, you can get the latest gear, purple ISO 8 training modules. We even have some diamonds for some characters. This is what is in the Intel store right now. It did say that it's changing, so diamonds for some of the latest characters. We got some training mats. Unfortunately, this was removed for the arena store. We do still have the purple training mats, the L3s. No more L4s from the training for the arena store though. Some of the latest character shards all here, and some of the latest gear pieces right here as well. Actually, let me buy this right now as we're recording this, but this is what the Intel store looks like. All the rest of the chapters, all the rest of the stores did get converted using this legacy currency, these shop credits, which is for a lot of the older content. All right. This is the Intel store as a currency for the current chapter. To be earned and spent until the chapter closes, at which point the Intel is going to be converted to that supply credits, which is going to be used in all the other stores, all the legacy stores. At each chapter's end, your unused currency converts into supply credits. You could use these anytime. These will never expire. But to streamline the economy and to make things less overwhelming, many of your old currencies can convert it into shop credits. These hard-earned resources still there, they just be converted for more details. So if you're a returning player, all like your raid credits are gone. Your Cosmic Crucible credits are gone. Arena credits, they're gone. And all you have instead is, let me go to a store that actually takes supply credits. This one, Cosmic Crucible store takes these supply credits. All you have these shop credits right now for these stores. Some of the stores remained, like the costume store. It hasn't really been used in a while though, but a lot of the other currencies have been converted over to those shop credits there. Coming soon, the supply store will be released shortly. and there merges multiple tabs into one convenient shop pack with your favorite addition. So this is what I thought was happening with these stores. So all these shops, Arena Shop, War Shop, Cosmic Crucible Shop, this is what I thought was going to happen. One big store, but I guess we're in kind of a transition phase right now where we have some of the old interface mixed with some of the new interface. But yeah, this is a lot better. The having one store instead of a bunch of stores that you can go for some of your legacy stuff. More characters unlocked faster than before. You can now build squads faster by completing commands or objectives and grab character shards from chapter store. It's simpler, fairer, and will give you more ways to get more hands on more content. I would say that there is some benefit to the old way that they release characters, though. Got your character, you got your characters sooner. There were events sooner for these characters. Right now, there's these path to orbs, which sometimes they give a guaranteed drop of 0, sometimes it's a guaranteed drop of 1, sometimes a little more. But the old way of unlocking characters seemed a little more friendly. Was a lot more grindy, like these blitz events or these campaign energy events or things like that. Right now, you get these path to orbs, and then you get some lead up events for these free releases. They do take a little longer. They're not right as the character is released, but yeah, you eventually get them for free. And I guess it's the same timeline of getting them to 7 stars, or at least getting that unlocked for free to play, remains the same, or should remain the same. And as the time frame that they could become farmable, that is a set time frame. They have been pretty consistent in making these characters farmable. I believe they said 6 months from release, which is better than they had in the past, because there's a lot of times when, like, when is this character gonna be farmable? Why do we have Icarus that has not been farmable for over a year? Well, they don't have weird characters like Icarus anymore. Excitement every day. Your Marvel Strike Force journey now offers something new daily. The new Danger Room. I do like this mode. However, I was getting very, very upset with it this morning because there's only a few hours left. And since I was on vacation for most of it, I was trying to do it all in one day. I think the way that Danger Room is supposed to be played, a little bit each day, a few battles each day, instead of trying to do them all in one day like I tried. But overall, except for today, I was having a lot of fun with the Danger Room. It's a challenging roguelike game mode that tests your tactical skills monthly. I hope it's returning more than monthly, but I do like that it's kind of a changing game mode, different enemies, different characters that you get to choose, different boosts that you get for each run. So I do like the variance of this. It is pretty fun. Enhanced Battle World. Battle World underwent initial updates to the fun factor. We got to much more coming later this year. Stay tuned. Battle World at its current state is not a very fun game mode, unfortunately, but you do get some good rewards for it, and a lot of it you can auto. So while it's probably not in a good state right now, I am looking forward to, I think they said September is when a second version of Battle World is coming out. Twitch drops. This is some great stuff, especially if you watch Twitch on your computer. What you can do, let Twitch run for the set time and get these drops. That's what I do sometimes, because I'm not always watching Twitch, but like 3 hours a week watching Twitch. Great for content creators with engagement. And if you want to engage with some of your favorite content creators, like ValleyFlyin, make sure you go to my Twitch page on ValleyFlyin76 is my Twitch account. But Alliance War revamp, major improvements to this. I don't know if this is beloved. I know some people beloved it, some people hated it, some people were indifferent to it. I think I was in the hate camp, but there are some times that I like Alliance War. More changes are coming soon. Stay tuned for some details. They did propose a few details when we were on a Envoy Summit a few months ago. Some of these involved not basing it on full clears, having it based more on the strategy of where you place your rooms, things like that, and making it harder once you get into battles. All these were proposed changes, so I'm not actually sure what they're going to keep and what they're going to change when it goes in the game, but War should be getting an update. How to get caught up in the Age of Annihilus. So if you miss one of these ages, how are you going to get caught up? Well, there's promo codes. There's a lot happening each week. So follow your favorite Envoys creators and your official community Discord for promo codes, along with giveaways each week. There have been a bunch of promo codes each week. I think on a low week, there's 2. On a high week, there could be up to 4 promo codes. Join or redeem this community's promo code to get more resources when you get started. Yesterday's video did have a new promo code, so if you want the latest promo code, make sure you check out my video from yesterday. Concentrate on playing through daily objectives and milestones. Make sure to visit the command center. It'll show you where to focus and put your time for maximum payoff. So that will help you with the current event, and I guess it will help you with some catch up as well. And join with Discord. My Discord link is down below, and I do a mailbag video every single week answering your questions from the mailbag channel on my Discord, so make sure you join that. And if you jump back into action today, there's never been a better time to play Marvel Strike Force. You hope enjoying a better, cleaner game with more powerful, more control, more purpose. For complete rundown topics covered in your blog, you can check out the full deep dive. So this is some changes, some blogs that they did back in the day about the intro to these new chapters, the new chapter system, and the new stores. There's some pretty major changes, and I'd say that most of them, in my opinion, are pretty positive. I would say that my biggest complaint with the game right now is that I don't have enough time to do all the content, which is different than my complaint before, which is like there's nothing to play. So I think this is a good problem to have for the game. Having too much content is better than not enough content. That way, if you're really grindy, you could do all of it. If you're not as grindy or you're on vacation like me, you could choose which are the ones that you want to prioritize that's going to make the most use of your time, and which ones you might want to skip that aren't as rewarding. So I think this is a good problem to have for the game. It is ultimately a game of resource management, and time is one of the biggest resources that you have to manage in playing this game. So I think it's a good place, but let me know, Valley Club, if you just recently returned to Marvel Strike Force, if you recently just started playing Marvel Strike Force, let me know your thoughts on it. And if you're a veteran player and have been playing for a while, let me know what you think of all these changes over the past few months, the supply store, all these major changes that I do think are good. Obviously, there's still these bugs that happen from time to time and some scripts that happen. There's some scripts that happened this week, but overall, I think the game is in a much better place. Hopefully you did get some value from this video, and if you did, leave the video a like. Check me out on social media. Check out my second channel, and we are giving away a PlayStation 5 on that channel. Check out the QR code up there for that giveaway link. I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out. See you guys next time.